duty. You will remove your helmet and tell me your name.
My name is Gladiator. Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance.
Today I saw a slave become more powerful than the Emperor of Rome.
They said you were a giant. I shall cheer for you.
At my signal, unleash hell.
Am I not merciful?
What we do in life echoes in eternity.
No, the heavens should be simple. They are not.
In the last days of the Roman Empire, at the fall of civilization, one woman, a legend, ahead of her time, stood to unite mankind.
Whatever may be going on in the streets, we are brothers. Where are the troops?
No army could contain that mob. He's calling for the annihilation of women and children.
As long as God grants me the strength, I will purify this city.
All these years I've been studying, if I could just unravel this.
Why should this assembly accept the counsel of a woman?
Enough!
If you choose to do nothing, though, you will continue to do the same thing over and over again. Until there is no one left in this city. No people for this government to govern.
The books.
Has not yet proved himself more merciful than his predecessors.
I won't be able to protect you any longer.
I wanted you to be free.
I am free. You don't question what you believe. I must.
Be without fear in the face of your enemies. Safeguard the helpless, even if it leads to your death. That is your oath. Rise a knight! Rise a knight!
What becomes of us?
The world will decide. The world always decides.
A new world. A better world than has ever been seen. There, you are not what you were born, but what you have it in yourself to be. A kingdom of conscience. Peace instead of war. Love instead of hate. That is what lies at the end of crusade. You do every day, you will be a good man. What God desires is here and here. Give me a war. That is what I do. Jerusalem, that is your oath. The king has no need of a perfect knight.
I offer you the world.
You are a princess, and I am no lord. You have my love, and my answer.
I go to pray. For what? For the strength to endure what is to come.
Princess Elizabeth! I am commanded to take you hence from this place to the Tower. You are accused of conspiring against her sovereign majesty.
Tonight I think I die.
For the love of God, will you leave your kingdom to a heretic?
The Queen is dead! Long live the Queen!
There are moments of crisis.
You have inherited a most parlous and degenerate state. It's threatened from abroad by the ambitions of France and Spain and is weaker than I have ever known it.
When absolute power...
A court to worship you, a country to obey you. I will mean nothing to you.
Oh, but you know you're everything to me.
...is held by none.
Until you marry and produce an heir, you will find no security.
And coveted by all.
How dare you come into my presence? Why do you follow me here?
It is my business to protect your majesty. Norfolk's power in court is growing. It is said that he and his foreign allies are raising an army that will outnumber your own.
I am my father's daughter. I am not afraid of anything.
Your Majesty would improve all these matters if you would agree to marry.
But marry who, Your Grace? For some say France and others Spain. So I'm not sure how best to please you unless I married one of each.
What is hers by right of birth?
You must reassure His Majesty that the time is close at hand.
You are in the greatest danger.
Must be defended.
Today I shall watch the fall of that heretic god.
But old loyalties.
You must take these things so much to heart that you do not fear to strike.
And youthful passions.
You are still my Elizabeth.
Oh, I am not your Elizabeth. I am no man's Elizabeth.
Must give way.
I will have one mistress here and no master.
To the duty of a queen.
And let it all be done.
Elizabeth.
They called it the war to end all wars. They called those who died in it the lost generation. This is their story. The story of Paul. He wanted only to create, not destroy.
Didn't want to kill you. Forgive me, comrade.
The story of Kat, a veteran soldier who had everything to live for.
What about you? Back to the cobbler's bench? Kat? And the children.
The story of 7 young men who enlisted for their fatherland. 7 boyhood friends who were part of a generation marked for death, but who had no wish to die. Simply a story of war, as honestly as we can tell it. They said of Eric Maria Remarque's great novel, All Quiet on the Western Front is the definitive exposé of war. We say it is much more.
I want the truth.
May I never come back. If he wasn't killed instantly.
All Quiet on the Western Front stars Richard Thomas, Ernest Borgnine, Donald Pleasance, Ian Holm, Patricia Neal.
Oh, God! God! God!
They called them the Lost Generation. They should not be forgotten.
Dear Mr. Brian Boyd, no doubt by now you have received full information about the untimely death of your son. However, there are some personal details that I
believe very strongly.
No words of mine can ever.
He was a fine soldier.
Regarding the circumstances leading to his death,
felt his loss tremendously.
Robert's commanding officer.
His heroic service to his country.
He was a great soldier, dedicated friend.
The grace of God and the aid of your
Those
son
of us
that I'm
who
alive.
please accept my most sincere condolences.
He will live in our memories.
To you, my deepest sympathy.
Colonel, I've got something you should know about.
Yes?
These two men died in Normandy. This one at Omaha Beach.
Sean Ryan.
This one in Utah.
Peter Ryan.
This man was killed last week in New Guinea.
Daniel Ryan.
The three men are brothers, sir. I've just learned that this afternoon their mother's getting all three telegrams. That's not all. There's a fourth brother, the youngest. He's somewhere in Normandy. We don't know where.
That boy's alive. We're gonna send somebody to find him. And we're gonna get him the hell out of there.
Some private in the 101st lost 3 of his brothers and he's got a ticket home.
It's not gonna be easy finding one particular soldier in the whole damn war.
It's just a name. But if finding him so he can go home, if that earns me the right to get back to my wife, well then, that's my mission.